It's Colette. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about our Palette One eyeshadow palette. It is all neutrals. This one just came back in stock. It is beautiful. I love that there's a full mirror too. And this is by far my all-time favorite brush to use with it. It's, I guess the official name is the sponge tip applicator with the brush on the other side because it's a little bit of an angled brush. So I love those two to use together with it. So I'm going to show you some of the colors in it so that you can get an idea. Always I put primer on my eyes. I love that it's skin color. And primer helps get the full range of color with your eyeshadows. It also allows them to be crease proof because eyeshadows that are not do not stay on all day. So it allows you to do that too. So you always want to let it set in. So what I'm going to do here though is I'm actually going to put on my hand, I'm putting a little bit, see that? It's hard to tell what you can see. Okay, do you see that? And then what I'm going to do over here is actually put some primer on my hand right here. I'm going to let that set for a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to show you something that I'm going to do. Okay. Once that sets, I'm going to put actually shadow over the top. So I'm going to go ahead and use Swanky, kind of like a gold. See, Swanky is this one right here. I'm going to use Swanky on the lid, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Fortrife, which is the next one over. It's like a real pretty, almost like a goldish color. There's so many possibilities with this palette. It's very sparkly. But you know, there's flat colors in here too that are matte, I should say, not flat, matte colors. So I'm going to go ahead and use that Fortrife, which is like a deeper brown. And then I'm going to come in here and do like a backwards V, or forwards V, I guess you could say. And I'm going to blend it with this one. Usually I like to use a crease brush, but whatever's on hand to blend. See, real pretty. And then the other eye, to show you like just some possibilities and about how this looks good on everyone, I'm actually going to do the I'm going to do the Brassy, and Brassy is this one right here, and then I'm going to put this one beside it, which is Chipper. So I'm going to do Brassy over at the top of this one. I already put the other color, but just so you can see what Brassy looks like. Then I'm going to take Chipper, get their color out, take Chipper, I'm going to put that one in the with a V. Chipper's a slightly different color brown. So it's less intense. See the difference of range of colors. And then I'm just going to blend it out. Okay. Gives you an idea of colors, okay? Full range of colors, you can kind of see the difference between the two. And Elated, which is the one real close to the front, would look very, very pretty in the crease. And I'm just using our deluxe brush. I'm sorry, it would look really good in the brow bone. The other thing that looks really nice to make your brow bone pop is to take our velour touch powder and put it right here in the brow bone, and that really looks nice too. So you just want to blend them all together so there's no lines. See the difference? One's a little bit darker, the other one's a little bit lighter. And I might go in a little bit more with this color, Chipper. It's a much softer look. It gives you an idea of the possibilities. And I'm going to go in with Proper, which is a dark brown. Actually go in the lid. Cross. Take it underneath. You can kind of see it's a real pretty color. I love to use the Passionate, one of my favorites, and the Presumptuous. I have green eyes, so that looks really good with green and blue eyes. Brown, you're going to go accent with purple, greens, browns. Should also look good on green eyes. But they also look really good with brown eyes. Okay? You can kind of see the difference, the color range between the two different eyes. Okay? And what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take our concealer, which is great to cover. The coverage on our concealer is fabulous. I just put our BB cream on. You can see it's just light coverage today. You can see it doesn't look matte. I'll probably put our touch powder over the top of it. So just squeeze just a dab. So when you're going to do your liquid concealer, you're going to want to make a V, a big V. Okay? Not pull across, but pull down. Pulling across actually creates more wrinkles. But you got to do a big V. And then a little bit on the tip of your nose. Here. Cupid's bow. And your chin. Okay? And then blending it. You're not going to blend, rub. You're going to actually blot. So you can see the difference already. It has light reflectors in it, which is really nice because if you're really tired, you can conceal just about everything. But it also will cover tattoos. You can use it on your face for extra coverage. I'd use the same color though. And then we just want to finish it out with some mascara. And this is the gel. And look at one of the techniques. I didn't bring my brush over with me, but one of the techniques is to put it on our brush and comb, lash brush and comb. Just kind of neat. And apply it that way. But I do not have that one handy. Otherwise I'd be doing that. Because it's a really fun technique. And you get a much bigger pop with it. But we'll go with what we have right now. So normally I won't do the rest of my face until, you know, I've done my eyes, because in case you make a mistake, you can use your primer to fix it. Your face and Glorious Face and Eye Primer, but you're better off just waiting until you've done your eyes. In case you make mistakes, you can clean it up and then do your face. So I haven't done my foundation yet. So I can cover anything. Do you see the difference? The eyes? Now, most of you have shown this too before. Do you always want to go back and front? Sometimes I do it in the beginning, sometimes I do it at the end. Just depends on my mood. People have asked me, have you ever gone out with 2 different eyes done? The answer would be yes. 2 different eyes looking differently. Sometimes I forget and I run out. Go take the kids to school, which is what I'm doing this morning. And if you have extra on here, see if there's some on here, what you can do is actually roll it on your hand. Roll off the extra. This is supposed to be dry. Sometimes people get confused as if it's supposed to be dry. Some of it fell. Not a big deal because you're only going to be taking those on the tips 3/4 of the way down. If you apply a second coat, just put it on the tips. So then the mascara, when you put this back on, really only needs to be on the tips. Sometimes I'll put it on all the lashes. The tips is really what you need, just to seal it back in so that it does not flake. See? Doesn't that look pretty? I love those colors. And that's palette 1. And I use the sponge tip applicator. I used the deluxe brush, and I used the, my eyes aren't working. I used the other brush that has the angle brush with a brush on the other end. And I used the proper liner, and I used the concealer in Scarlet, and then just the 3D fiber lashes. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you later.